Programming Your Reality, a direct interface with the quantum field. Watch this before you make another decision. The universe is not happening to you, it is responding to you. Every moment, every circumstance, every encounter is a mirror held up to the frequency you are broadcasting. You are not a passenger on this journey. You are the signal, the sender, and the intelligence behind the transmission. Right now, in this very breath, the field is listening. It has always been listening. The question is, what have you been saying? Set your attention now, deliberately, precisely, with full conscious authority. What reality are you ready to program? Not the reality your past has handed you, not the story your fears keep repeating, but the one your deepest self knows is possible. Intention is not wishful thinking. It is a directive sent into the fabric of existence. The universe receives it, processes it, and begins rearranging itself around it. What are you pointing toward? This is the place where thought collapses into form, where imagination stops being something you do in your head and becomes something that walks into the room. Every tree was once an invisible instruction. Every city was once a quiet idea in someone's mind before a single stone was laid. You exist at that same threshold right now. The invisible is not empty, it is full of everything that has not yet arrived. You are standing at the door. Your consciousness is the technology, not a tool you use, the technology itself. The instrument through which the invisible world becomes visible, through which potential becomes physical, through which a dream held firmly enough in awareness begins to gather mass and density and weight. Every invention, every relationship, every healing began as a pattern of attention. What you give your full awareness to, you give power to. This is not metaphor. This is the operating principle of reality. You exist at the very forefront of creation, not behind it, not observing it from a safe distance, right at the living edge where possibility becomes experience. This moment you are in right now is not a repetition of what came before. It is brand new. The universe has never been here before, and neither have you. Everything that will happen from this breath forward is still unwritten, still unformed, still yours to shape with the quality of your presence and the clarity of your focus. What we are about to experience together goes beyond ordinary techniques, beyond affirmations repeated in a mirror, beyond vision boards pinned to a wall. This is a direct interface with the quantum field itself, the underlying intelligence of all matter, all energy, all experience. Scientists call it the zero-point field. Mystics have called it the divine. You may call it whatever resonates. What matters is this: it is real, it is responsive, and you have direct access to it right now. Today we activate pathways in your neural architecture that have been waiting, patient, dormant, electrically coiled, for precisely this moment of permission. Your brain is not fixed. It is plastic, adaptive, and exquisitely sensitive to directed intention. When you combine focused awareness with elevated emotion, you fire new circuits. You wire new patterns. You literally grow a new version of your nervous system, one that is tuned to receive what has previously been invisible to you. The upgrade begins now. These are your 4 fundamental vectors: unlimited abundance, the free flow of resources, opportunity, and creative energy through your life. Radiant health, your body operating at its fullest, most luminous biological potential. Perfect love, relationships rooted in truth, depth, and genuine recognition of each other's nature. And expanded consciousness, the growing capacity to perceive more, understand more, and participate more fully in the extraordinary intelligence underlying all of existence. All 4 are available. All 4 are your birthright. The universe is a vast cosmic matrix, not empty space peppered with random matter, but a living, interconnected web of energy, information, and intelligence in constant communication with itself. Every atom is in relationship with every other atom. Every thought you think sends a ripple through this matrix. Every emotion you feel alters the frequency you broadcast into it. Nothing is isolated, nothing is wasted, nothing disappears. The matrix receives everything and responds in kind. You are always in conversation with it. You can program this field. Not beg it, not petition it, not wait for it to notice you. Program it the way a composer programs silence into music, the way a coder writes instructions that an entire system executes. Your consciousness is the code. Your emotion is the compiler. Your sustained attention is the run command. What you hold in mind with feeling and conviction, the field treats as instruction. It does not judge the instruction, it simply executes. Choose your code with care. Thought becoming form. It sounds like a spiritual cliché until you watch it happen in your own life, until you notice that the things you have thought about most persistently, most emotionally, most consistently, have a strange way of appearing in your experience. The mind does not merely observe reality, it participates in the construction of it. Every belief you hold is a standing instruction to the universe. Today, we are revising those instructions. Today, we are writing new code into the stars. Not as hope. Hope is a posture that implies distance, that says what I want is over there, and I am here, and between us lies uncertainty. Not as a wish. A wish is the voice of someone who does not yet believe, but as an inevitable emergence, as something already in motion, already on its way, already present in the quantum field as pure potential, simply awaiting the right conditions to collapse into form. You are those conditions. You are the catalyst. Begin to feel it as already done. Allow your intention to crystallize, to move from a vague and shifting longing into something precise, clear, and luminous. Crystallization is not rigidity. A crystal is one of the most exquisite and ordered structures in nature, and it forms not through force but through the natural alignment of elements into their most coherent pattern. Your intention, when it crystallizes, becomes a coherent signal, specific enough for the universe to receive, strong enough for the field to act on, and beautiful enough to be worth everything. Synchronize now with the rhythm of creation itself, not the rhythm of your to-do list, not the rhythm of urgency and productivity and getting things done. The deeper rhythm, the one that underlies all of those rhythms. The one you can feel in your heartbeat when you are very still. The pulse of something that has never once missed a beat since the universe began. You were born into that pulse. You have never been separate from it. This moment, let your whole body remember. Begin to notice the rhythm of your heartbeat. Not with analysis, not with the clinical part of your mind that wants to count and measure. Just notice it. The steady, faithful percussion at the center of your chest. It is the most honest thing about you. It has kept its promise to you every single moment of your life without asking for anything in return. Right now, it is the metronome to which we will attune everything else. Let it bring you fully into this present moment. It is here. So are you. Take a deep breath in through your nose, slowly, deliberately, as if you are drawing in something more than air. Because you are. With every inhalation, you are pulling the universe into your body. The same oxygen that has been breathed by every living thing that has ever existed on this planet is entering you right now. You are inhaling ancient starlight, dissolved and transformed over billions of years into the precise molecular composition your body needs. Hold it, let it land, let it fill every last corner of your lungs. And exhale completely, all the way out, further than you think you can go, until there is truly nothing left to release. This is the breath of letting go, the breath of trust. When you exhale completely, you are making a declaration to your nervous system. I am safe enough to empty myself. I do not need to grip. I do not need to brace. I can release everything and trust that the next breath, the next moment, the next resource, the next right thing will come. And it always does. Again, inhale cosmic intelligence. Let that phrase land in your body, not just your mind. Cosmic intelligence is not out there somewhere in the distant heavens. It is the organizing principle that keeps your heart beating, your cells communicating, your body repairing itself in ways no conscious mind could ever coordinate alone. That intelligence is operating inside you right now. Breathe it in consciously. Then exhale limitation. Every small story, every calcified belief, every ceiling you have accepted as fixed, out, all of it, gone. Breathe in possibility. Not a specific outcome, not a particular thing, raw, undifferentiated possibility itself. The sense that more is available than what has been shown to you so far. The felt knowing that the universe is larger, more generous, and more responsive than any limitation you have experienced. Hold that spaciousness in your lungs. Then breathe out resistance, every subtle place inside you that says not for me, not possible, not yet. Let every one of those places soften and open. You are making room for the new. One more time, and this time, mean it with every cell. Breathe in possibility as if your life depends on it, because in the most essential sense, it does. The quality of your inner life determines the quality of your outer life, and the quality of your inner life is determined by what you allow in and what you are willing to release. This final breath is a commitment, a declaration, a physiological signature of the new agreement you are entering with the universe. Breathe in deeply, then let resistance go completely and forever. Feel the breath synchronizing you with something vast. Trees breathe in what you breathe out. You breathe in what they release. This is not poetic metaphor. This is biochemistry. This is the actual web of mutual sustenance in which every living thing participates. You are not breathing alone. You have never breathed alone. In this moment, every forest, every ocean, every other breathing being on this planet is participating in the same exchange. You belong to this. You have always belonged to this. Your breath is the bridge between what has been and what is becoming, between the self that walked in here carrying its history and the self that is quietly forming on the other side of this experience. Every conscious breath is a crossing, not away from your life, into it more fully, more deliberately, more awake. The ocean does not resist the tide. It participates in the rhythm completely, without holding back, without bracing, without performing. This is the invitation. Breathe like the ocean. Let the tide of life move through you fully. Allow your intention to crystallize, not with effort, not with the white-knuckled concentration of someone trying too hard, but with the quiet authority of someone who has made a decision so deep it has settled below the level of doubt. A snowflake does not force its symmetry. It simply follows the inherent intelligence of water finding its most coherent form under the precise conditions of this moment. You are those conditions. Your clarity is the cold. Your intention is the moisture. Watch the crystal form. What possibilities are you ready to collapse into form? This is the real question beneath all the other questions. Not what do you want? Anyone can want. Not what would be nice. Nice is the language of daydreams. But what are you genuinely ready to receive? Ready means you have released the belief that it cannot happen for you. Ready means your body is open, your mind is clear, and your heart is available. Ready is a full body yes. Mountains do not apologize for their height, neither should your vision. From potential into actuality. This is the only direction that exists in a life consciously lived. Everything in the quantum field exists first as pure potential, a superposition of all possible states, until consciousness interacts with it, and a single reality is selected, experienced, and lived. You are the observer whose attention collapses the wave function of your own life. Every moment you spend in clear, elevated, focused consciousness is a moment in which probability curves are shifting in your favor. The arc of your life bends toward your attention. Program new abundance vectors, not vague longings toward wealth, but precise, energetically coherent instructions sent into the field with the full authority of your attention and the full sincerity of your feeling. Abundance is not money. Money is one expression of abundance. Abundance is the free, unobstructed flow of life energy through every domain of your existence: creative, relational, financial, physical, spiritual. Where are the obstructions? Where is the flow blocked? Direct your intention there now, like a beam of focused light dissolving what does not belong. Perfect love is not waiting to be found, it is waiting to be recognized. It is already here, already woven into the nature of what you are, already present in the quantum field as the most fundamental force in the universe. The love you are seeking in another person is first an inner architecture, a capacity you build within yourself, a frequency you embody so completely that it becomes the signal you broadcast into every room you enter. Love at this depth does not look for itself. It simply radiates, and like always finds like. Expanded consciousness is not a destination you arrive at after years of discipline. It is your natural state beneath the accumulated weight of conditioned thinking. A lens does not manufacture light. It clears itself so that light can move through it without distortion. Your practices, your breath, your intention, these are not additions to consciousness. They are the clearing of what obscures it. Right now, in this moment, your consciousness is expanding simply by virtue of the quality of your attention. Notice that. Feel it happening. It is real. The quantum field responds to your frequency, not your words, not your affirmations spoken without feeling, not the performance of positivity layered over unexamined fear. Your frequency, the actual vibrational signature of who you are in this moment, how open your body is, how present your attention is, how genuine your emotion is, how deep your willingness goes. The field is exquisitely sensitive. It cannot be fooled and does not need to be. It responds to the truth of you, and the truth of you right now is extraordinary. You are not the observer of creation. You are creation itself, the universe becoming conscious of its own nature through the specific, unrepeatable miracle of your existence. When you look at the stars, the universe is looking at itself. When you feel wonder, the cosmos is experiencing wonder through you. When you choose, deliberately and consciously, to program your reality with love and clarity and courage, the entire field reorganizes around that choice. This is not the end of something. This is the moment everything begins. Open your eyes. You are already there.